I wish to express my displeasure and disappointment over the recruitment of 2022 National Census enumerators and other officers, supervisors. This program, it is well-intended purpose to know the population of the Zambian people. But here in Lunda's district, the recruitment of census officials is marred with corruption. We have found and we have information that there are some grade 11 pupils who are employed to do the 2022 census. Some civil servants are employed also to do 2022 census. And there are some people who sneaked, they didn't pass the exams. The owners who passed the exams to do census 2022, they are being left out. I am calling upon the relevant authorities to cancel this exercise so that at least people who passed those exams should continue and do the census 2022. We have also information where some officers, senior officers from the party, where they have taken their relatives to be recruited to take part in census exercise. Even we have information that a senior government official in the district, she has recruited the relatives who are below, of which some are in grade 11. Why doing that? There are people who are competent. Why do you bring incompetent people to do 2022 census? We are calling upon the relevant authorities to cancel this census recruitment, as people are complaining and MPs are crying, but there is no an answer which is answered. Everyone is quiet. Why? MPs are calling for the cancellation of this census in some areas where it has mud with corruption. But what we want is, at least it must be clean without corruption. Coming to FRA issue, we have information here in Lundas that some people who belong to the ruling party, they have employed their relatives to do FRA marketing season, of which this is tantamount. We don't know if FRA will buy good maize, but FRA had their own list, but external force came from somewhere to tell them what to do. Marketing places, we have only 5 marketing points. We demand the relevant authorities to increase the marketing points. We demand that the buyers, classifiers who are there should be cancelled, but FRA should have a transparent recruitment of officers in these sheds. As a Zambian, as a citizen, I also wanted to join in these activities in terms of census recruitment and FRA. But I knew that I have some other sources where I can have ends meet. Let's leave this job to a less privileged who cannot afford to have 3 meals in a day. Why do you want to take advantage because you hold certain positions? You hold certain, you belong to certain, you incline yourself to a certain political party. This is very unfair. This is tantamount and against. The president is preaching of corruption now and then. You at the bottom, you are there not implementing what the president is saying. What kind of leadership are you portraying to the district? What kind of leadership are you portraying to the people? So we ask the relevant authorities to cancel census recruitment in Lundazi. If there are also information from other districts, they should also cancel. Because we have heard, we have seen social media, people are commenting on the census recruitment. And the FRA, let FRA do a transparent recruitment so that we should have good classifiers and buyers for 2022.
Have you met some of the youths who have been left out in census,
yes,
or you're just speaking on your own?
Yes, so many youths have met them, but they can't express, they can't speak. And I'm speaking on behalf of them because they have fear, and me, I don't have fear. That's why I'm asking to cancel this, because a number of youths are complaining and they're crying. they have not benefited. Remember that private sector is not employing, and a number of those are rushing for these jobs. They scramble for these jobs. Let's give these jobs to less privileged.
You are saying those who passed the aptitude tests were left out. Do you mean those tests were not useful?
It was not useful. I agree. It is not useful, because if it was useful, they would have recruited the people who passed those aptitude tests. But if you look at the recruitment, it is different from those who passed and those who are doing some trainings now. Because if we have to be fair enough that if someone passed immediately, he would have started training immediately when they wrote that aptitude test and shown the results. And some people, some of them we have information, were removed because they said they belong to a certain political party. We have information. So what we are calling upon is, let's do a transparent job, like what the president is saying. Let's share this national cake to the people of Zambia, not to any political party or belong to any ethnic group. But what we want is a transparent, this thing is belonging to a Zambian. I'm calling upon the relevant authorities to come on board, like the stakeholders are trying. Please, let's observe that the people of Zambia should be shared this national cake. Thank you.